Hello, it's SlyJ. Welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play on Minecraft 1.7, which rocks. Look at this. I have a lot of news and things to report because I have updated and built my habitat, my base. I guess it doesn't quite deserve to get called a base yet, but it's a lot more than it was. Camp Polka-Dot has evolved. So let's take a look. Okay, so first of all, I added on another tower. Oh, don't look over there because that doesn't belong in the first of all section. It belongs in... Don't listen to that. You don't hear that yet. That's in the second of all section. Okay, so more towers and the brand new library tower. The library tower. Yeah, I actually redid this. For the longest time, I'd had my library sitting on the roof of this without a roof over it. And even in the imaginary world of Minecraft, I feel like you need a roof to protect your books. You know, I've got some really good literature in there, important reading. Classics, War and Peace, Moby Dick, 100 Years of Solitude. I could go on and on. No, anyway, so it seemed like it needed a roof, and I don't know why it took me so long to just think, hey, why not just put a roof on it, make it into another tower. I don't know why that wasn't obvious from the beginning. It was so not obvious that I actually widened the house and moved my enchantment table to over here somewhere. I guess it was over here. Anyway, then I redid it up there. And I'm kind of happy with it up there. Next development, the glass. This is the first time on ever that I've stained glass, and I love it. For this particular window, I went with the cubes instead of panes. I'm not sure why I thought that would be better, but there it is, my little bit of pinky glass, which is actually red, but I guess that's what came out like this. And I'm starting to decorate my house. I got the flower pots with the new kinds of flowers that didn't exist previously. Pumpkin lighting, which I think is better than torches. And, woo, it's nighttime already. Well, good night. See you next time. No, time flies when you're talking, I guess. Okay, so as I was saying, so here's my library tower, and check it out what you can do in here. Look at this. You go on here. I am absorbing the knowledge of the books. It is flowing into my brain, and then I get to say, I know Kung Fu. Okay, enough with the sillies, but I like my new library tower. I did the roof 3 times because originally it looked too small and not enough like a roof, and then I made another level out. What I mean is, instead of starting the actual roof, which as you know are stairs, at the lining up straight with the walls, I had it go out one further, like a roof would in real life, to have something of an eave to it. And it just didn't look right. It was overbearing on the actual book part itself. So anyway, so that's what we got. We got the library tower. Next up, we got the mushrooms. A friend and viewer very nicely gave me this tip about making mushrooms more easily. I will share it. You dig a hole, you put a water source in it, you plant the mushroom, you hit it with bone meal, and you got a giant mushroom. And I don't know why, but that works without having to fulfill the other requirement of being in the dark. So, or being covered, you know what I mean. So it just made the whole thing about making mushrooms easier. So that enables me to just, be more creative with them because I can do them kind of anywhere. So I'm just trying out different things. Like we got this one that I made a little bit like a tree, and we got this one where I put lighty light in it, and we got these over here, which are my lamps. As you can see, I'm experimenting. I thought it looked better with the pumpkin on the top. Almost looks like a snow golem, I guess. Anyway, this is just the beginning of all the fun I can have with mushrooms. And fun with mushrooms and wool. Yes, I got me some sheepies. And they are happy. See how happy they are? So they say, "Hey, Sly J, look at me. I'm purple. I'm red. Yes, I'm naked." So yeah, I want to make a bunch of wool and build more fun things. What else have I done? I started expanding my perimeter and fencing it up with all the fence I got from that mineshaft. And sure enough, as soon as I start putting in the fence, I leave that for like a day and then start tear it down and build it a little bit farther. I guess it started out like over here. Uh-oh, it's an egg. Oh no, it's drawing me. I have to, I can't resist. I have to pick it up. And another one. How did I just get a whole stack? I mean, with eggs, a stack isn't 64, but still, it's a stack. I mean, I'm a slave to the eggs. Okay, so I started kind of making this into, like a fortified base. I might even go all the way up here to the lava pool. I didn't even know this was here when I started building my house, or I might have started up here. I might have done a whole lot of things differently, but when I was getting started, I just kind of wanted to get started, with the game. Just start. Like, I just saw a video by Vex, and he's starting off playing on the Minecraft server. Actually, he started a while ago, but I hadn't been watching his videos yet. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to be setting off in our next place I'm going to. So he starts out his first and second episodes scouting around for a base. And I mean, I could have spent forever doing that. I just wanted to get started. So this is I consider this my first base for this world, and that I will kind of grow and expand and probably find something better, because when you're a newbie with no armor or weapons or food or anything, you're just not in a condition to scout around. I mean, unless you're Vax, or other expert. Okay. Look, I don't know what happened here. Look at this. I think a creeper was here, like a giant creeper. I swear, I didn't do this. I mean, and I wasn't here to make this happen, but this is a big hole. And look at this weird mushroom wall. That must have been, a giant red mushroom, but who was the creeper that blew this up? And these trees. Interesting. Anyway, okay, so the next thing that I've built, as you can see, is this road leading to where the mineshaft is. I just wanted to make my travel more efficient, and it's part of my, just kind of taking control of my environment. I'm building up this world. So here's my path through the dark forest. Oh, speaking of which, while I was building this, check this out. I was running. I'll go back here to show you. I was running through this dark forest part, which, it's a roofed forest and it's dark, so mobs can spawn here. So I would have been going like this fast. And I'm running along because I'd gone back and forth to bring stuff or whatever. And there's all these cows, and I pass them on by, and I thought I saw a purple cow, which obviously I didn't, but it just kind of flashed by me. And the next thing I hear, the breaking a bottle sound, right? So it was not a purple cow, it was a witch. And I saw the purple from the witch clothing, and I was seeing cows, and it went by so fast that my brain kind of combined them to make me see a purple cow. And I thought that was kind of interesting. There was actually a psychological study that was done that I learned about in psych class a million years ago, that they showed people, just for a microsecond, they showed them like playing cards, like a ace of spades or a queen of hearts or whatever, and then they messed them up. Like they showed them a black queen of hearts, and everybody knows hearts are red. But if you only see it for less than a second, your brain would think that it would try to fill in the information it was expecting to see, which is a normal queen of hearts, which was red, and it would kind of combine it halfway with what you were actually seeing. So people actually reported in the test that they had seen, they're like, what did we show you for that split second there? And they would say, I saw a purple queen of hearts. So that actually happened to me with the purple cow. Isn't that trippy? Okay, what am I doing right here? I'm hearing monsters, so I'm sort of digging to them. I guess partly I wanted to finish my little story, so I thought I would keep myself occupied while I was doing that. Okay. Getting warmer. We're getting louder. We must be getting warmer. Okay. The sound sounds like it's coming from over here. Okay, I will resume recording when I find something. Well, I had thought I had found perhaps another chamber with some mobs to kill, but nothing so great. So I'm back in the general mineshaft area, and I'm just cutting all these things, and I'm going to use them to continue making my base into something cool. Oh, good. Have we got battle already? I hear a clanky guy. Above me? Below me? He clanked. I'm sure you heard him too. So, while I'm doing this, I had another story I wanted to tell. Okay, so while I was working on my Camp Polka-Dot area, just kind of clearing out more trees and yeah, just general stuff like that. The fence that I had, yes, and I know I can make fence, but we've been over that. I'm doing this, okay? So, I was clearing out trees. I was building up the fence that I have as much as I did, which is going to be expanded, but I was doing that, and I heard this cow. I'm like, where's the cow? Maybe he's below me? And I kind of dug down. I was thinking, who knows, maybe I'll find, some new chamber or something. And no, not there. It's like, moo, moo. You know how they are. They get kind of insistent, these cows. When they want attention, they just keep on mooing. So this guy is mooing, and, I kind of gave up on him and went back about my business. Aha! He's hung up in the web, which I'm going to cut so I don't get hung up in it. By the way, that's why I bring this iron sword in addition to my good diamond, is if I want to clear out web, I don't want to use my good sword to do that with. And usually I'll use water, as you have seen, but every once in a while there's just, sometimes it's not always convenient to use the water. So I got this other sword, and it's all good. So I dig above my head, which you're not supposed to do in Minecraft, I know, but the one exception that I'll make, and I think everyone does, and I don't think they ever pay for it, to digging above your head, is if you're chopping down a tree. I mean, how many times have we all done that and chopped straight up? Okay, so I do that, right? And the cow falls out of the tree, like right onto my head. I had never had that happen before. Um, I wished I'd been recording, because it's one of those things where it's probably not really so funny telling the story, but it would have been some good video time. But yeah, so that was, let's see, those were my adventures. I had the cow in the forest that was not a cow, it was a witch. I had the cow on my head that was a cow on my head. And yeah, a bunch of running around and gathering up resources. And that's about it. So now we're back in the mineshaft, looking for treasure and adventure. We're kind of like pirates of the old days. I know, I was just here. I just went around in circles because I'm kind of befuddled that this mineshaft is so small. Sometimes they're just endless, you know? They just go on forever and ever, and yet this one, like, it ends over here, it ends over there. I think, well, okay, we're not on the toppest level. The toppest level, or is my English gone? The topmost level. We are not on the topmost level. But I don't want that. I always want to be going downwards, you know, towards the more valuable ores, you know. Gee. Okay, well, I guess I wasn't here because I didn't light this up, but... Huh. Yeah, that's just what I was saying. Huh. Okay, maybe if I dig back down again, I'll find this baby. Baby zombie, I am coming for you. Okay, I think I just dig back to where I was, but... Arf. This is a weird mineshaft. Anything over here? Is there more over here? This is, I mean, I want a refund on this mineshaft, especially considering all the time I spent looking for it. On my last world, I just couldn't stop finding mineshafts. Seriously, it was like one non-stop, continuous mineshaft. Once I found the first one, as soon as I got that cleared out, next thing you know, I'm coming across another one. It just didn't quit. And now this... Huh. Okay. I'll get back with you on this. Now this is something I haven't seen before. Look! It's a cow stuck in the sand. He's stuck in quicksand. Oh, I will rescue you, cow. Well, I'm trying to rescue you, and I'm not trying to, like, hit you with my shovel. I'm trying to rescue you. Sorry, dude. I don't know how... Okay. Yeah, well, hey. I tried to rescue you painlessly, but, you know. That was weird.